budget peeps, how are we all doing? How are we doing? We're here today to do a closeout for the month of August. We've got our budget here that we prepared, and I've zoomed you in quite close so that you can see what's going on. So we prepared our budget before I knew how much hubby was going to be paid. Then I revised it when I knew how much his wages were. And then what we've done is we've done the actual budget as we've spent throughout the month to see how our revised budget compares against our actual. We've got our differences in this column here. So we'll go from our revised budget. From our revised budget, what we had was an income of, let me just get my pen. It's easier with a pen. Right. We had an income of £3,528.57. That was correct because obviously that was what we had and that was what we got, and therefore there's no difference to report there. We had expenses. We budgeted £1,818.17 of expenses, and we came in at £1,814.75 of expenses. So we had a surplus there on the expenses of £3.42. Unbudgeted spends. We knew that we got unbudgeted 348 that was carried over from the previous month. However, during the month, we spent £928.22 in unbudgeted spends due to 2 car repairs, etc., and overspend on holiday, etc. So we had a deficit of £580.22 that we had to somehow recover. We planned in our sinking funds to save £390, and that's exactly what we did. We put that away, which was allocated where and how they were needed to be allocated. In our savings, we wanted to save £967.35, but we actually saved £395.60, which gave us £571.75 towards that overspend there, that unbudgeted spend there. So we had to do some jiggery pokery to make that happen. This £3.42 here and this £5.5p over here therefore paid off all of that overspend there, bringing our bank account balance back to 0 where we want it to be. Okay, where are we? Right then, what happened? We budgeted our mortgage at £355, and that's exactly what went out, so no difference. The endowment policy, £49.70, was exactly correct. The water rates at £47.46, again, absolutely spot on. Utilities, £123.46, spot on. Gas, we didn't buy any gas, so again, that's what it was planned. Our TV licence at £13.25 was spot on. Council tax came in on budget, £128, no deficit there. Groceries, we came in at £240, which was our £60 a week, what we budgeted. And eating out, we budgeted £10, we spent £12.18, so we had a deficit of £2.18 there, which obviously makes up some of this £580. Okay, takeaway food on par. We didn't go to takeaway food. Pet food, we put our £20 into Magic and spent it as we needed it. And our pets healthcare as well was on point. So you can't see me. I'm all the way down here now. Sorry. Cat vet plan was £15, and that came out as planned. My car insurance, £24.71, was on point. Hubby's car insurance of £36 was again spot on. Car tax for hubby, £34.56, spot on. And again, mine was 0 because I've got disabled tax classification. And our fuel, we put £50 a week in our binder as we had planned, and used up for fuel and savings as we do throughout our weekly videos. Caravan storage, as budgeted, £27 came out of the bank. Stuart's allowance, we both had the £20 a week allowances, so we both came in budget there. And stationery, £5 a week went into Polly, which amounted to our £20 that we budgeted. My phone came out at £9.79 for the month, and hubby's phone came out at £10, so everything's hunky-dory at the minute. Then I budgeted £24 as the last payment towards our loan. So our loan is officially finished, and we've finished paying off, I think it was something like £18,000 worth of debt. So that is a monumental month for us. It's taken us 10 years to get to this point. I will do a separate video about all of that when I've got my debt-free statement. But the last payment was actually £23.39. I budgeted £24 because I didn't know how much it was precisely. I should have checked to be on point, but I thought, oh, I'll just put £24. I know it's in that region somewhere. So we had a surplus of 61 pence, which went into that £3 something at the top there, into the top of the page. That's why we had that £3 on surplus. HMRC took their £30 as budgeted, and our reserve went out at £165, which is for our mortgage reserve amount. Our cinema came out at $17.99 as planned, and so did Amazon, $8.99 as planned. Laptop insurance came out at $4.79, not a problem. We have got a problem here though. We budgeted $4.99 for our second laptop insurance, which I think is my husband's, and it hasn't come out the bank. So I need to investigate. It's given me a surplus of $4.99 there. I need to investigate why that's not gone out the bank, whether the policy's finished or what's going on, but something's not right there. So I need to look into that. TV insurance, £3.50 came out the bank as budgeted. And the washing machine insurance came out the bank as budgeted. HP Inc., £3.99 as budgeted. Microsoft for my spreadsheets was $5.99 a month, and that came out as budgeted. And everything there is as budgeted because we didn't have an antivirus payment come out, which was budgeted for none. And Stuart didn't have a night out, so that's budgeted exactly right. So far this month, things are going amazingly. Up to this point. Well, here we go. So healthcare, we budgeted £20, which we managed to stuff that into our sinking funds. That's brilliant. £5 was budgeted for home emergency. Fantastic. Home insurance, £15 went in. Absolutely happy with that. And home maintenance, £35. Happy with that. Clothes and shoes, happy with the £20 that we put in. I don't know whether you can see the whole thing there, sorry. And giving, £20 went in the binder, happy with that. Car tax, we put £10 away for that. And car insurance, we put our £20 away. Car servicing and wheelchair servicing, we put £15 away. And car maintenance, we put £35 away. Car breakdown cover, we put £25 away. And pamper, that's for my haircuts, put £20 away. And date night, we put £30 away. Puppy, we saved £10 in our tin. And tech fund, we put £5 away for our tech in case our phone breaks or something like that, or we need an upgrade. We put £40 away for Christmas, £20 away for Christmas food, £25 in my birthday envelopes, and £20 away into our birthday binder. So that is fantastic. So where did this month go wrong? We plan to save £175 into our emergency fund, and in the end we didn't save anything because we had to empty our emergency fund. So that gave us a deficit of £175 there. We planned to put £75 into Luna for Luna's repairs, but again, we weren't able to save anything in that category. This category was correct because we didn't plan anything in there. We planned to put £200 in our golden ticket for our cruise, but we couldn't do that, so that didn't happen. Save the raise, yes, we put £167.50 into our WAV savings, and we did save our nifty 50, so that's happy days there. So going over the page, where are we? And again here with the WAV saving, we did save our £22 also in there. We saved £25 towards our new door, and I currently have £8.84 available to put into Pippa, so I will be I did want to put £18.59 into Pippa, but when I rounded out the bank account, it was £8.84. So we're a deficit of £9.75 there, unfortunately, but that's the way it went down. Dare to Dream, we budgeted £30, but we actually put 55.26 in, which gave us a surplus in Dare to Dream there. Royal Flush, we were going to put 44.26 in, but we put 17 in. So that gave us a deficit of £27.26. So the money sort of went into the one instead of the other, etc. And I think there was a £3 difference because I wanted to change up, if I remember looking back at the videos. So that's what happened there. Financial safety net, yes, we put our £25 in as budgeted, but the cruise, we budgeted £110, but it didn't happen. So again, the cruise money did not go in. The Overlander, we did hit our target of £25. So why did we have a problem with all these deficits? Why didn't we hit those goals? Right. The reason we didn't hit those goals is basically in the unplanned spending. As I said at the beginning of the video, we budgeted £50 for the fridge, which has been paid. £75 on the extra payment on the washing machine has been paid. £75 on the holiday was paid. £118 on the holiday was paid. £30 on the horse show. Perfect up to this point. Then my car needed a repair, which took us, didn't budget for that, £215. So hence we had to empty our emergency fund and jiggle things around to try and find the money that was needed there. We overspent on our holiday of £71.29. So again, we had to jiggle things around. And hubby had a car repair of £178. We also spent an extra £51.11 on diesel, which I've put in here, over the period of the month. So there is basically where things went awry. And also, I have started my Christmas shopping. So I'm planning on getting some things for Christmas. I saw them bargain price. So I know I've started saving already. So that came out of my jiggery pokery to manage it. But I know once I've done my jiggery pokery, I can put that back in. So therefore I'll have a surplus in the bank that I'll reallocate to my cruise, because that's obviously where we've not been able to pay the cruise because I've been and bought some Christmas gifts. So instead of take the money out of the Christmas binder, which is what I should have done, I didn't pay the cruise. It made sense to me. And when my Christmas savings is completed, the Christmas savings will go back into the cruise. So things will sort of work out, if you know what I mean. So that's where we're up to. So we budgeted to overspend £348 in those items there, but we overspent £928.22 in those items there. So that's where we're up to. So all in all, we got through the month somehow. And I'm happy. I'm happy with the way it turned out. I'm happy with the fact that we were able to pay for everything. We didn't have to go into loaning from banks, etc., etc. We had the money in our sinking funds, saving funds, and everything else to make things happen. And we're back to a zero balance where we want to be. So happy days. So yeah, I'm happy with the budget, the way it turned out. It's been a horrendous month. It's the hardest month I've ever had to cope with everything being thrown at us in all directions. But we made it, guys. We made it. We got through the month. So yeah, happy days. So that budget is now closed, thank God. Thank you that this budget is now closed. And next time I see you, we'll be looking at plan with me for September. And believe me, September is going to be an amazing month because we've got our mortgage changing. We've got money coming in from endowment policies, money going out to pay off the reserve fund. We've got a whole heap of things going on in September. So that is going to be one hell of a budget. So stick with me and we'll fly through that by the seat of our pants. Until next time, guys, I'm going to say thank you so much for watching and I'll see you soon. Have a wonderful weekend. Ciao for now.